Hi guys, my name is Pranita Rao. I am an intuitive abstract artist and an energy worker. Today we are going to talk about why it is important to paint when you're overwhelmed if you're a sensitive or a highly sensitive painter. Now, I am a highly sensitive person and a painter, and I have been working with abstract art for the past 3.5 years. And every time I have felt emotionally overwhelmed, I have tried my best to make an abstract artwork. And here are the benefits of doing that. Number one, it gets you into your body very quickly. Every time we are overwhelmed, we feel as though we're all over the place. We can't sense our own energy, our own emotions, and that can be very overwhelming and confusing. What painting does is it can bring you back into your body. Number two, it helps us relax. Because we're in a state of fear, we can almost feel as though we're in an existential crisis when we are emotionally overwhelmed and we don't have the coping tools to manage our emotions. So, what art or painting or abstract art does is that it helps us relax and makes our nervous system get out of the state of fear. Number three, art cuts us from the loop of negative thinking. So, when we are painting, that is, we are making something using our imagination, our creative radar, our intuitive radar, and even our sensitivity. When we are sensitive, we end up using our emotions and our sensitive inclination to paint. So, when we are painting, what happens is that for momentarily or temporarily at least, we cut off from thinking negatively or from thinking in a way that is self deprecating. So, the next time you feel emotionally overwhelmed and you feel as though your sensitivity is at threat, please know that you can paint to feel better. Now, why is it important to respect your sensitivity through painting? Well, the honest truth is that when we are sensitive or we are highly sensitive, we can feel as though there is not too much that can help us. We practice many spiritual tools, we use a lot of spiritual tools, a lot of breathing techniques, or various other we do a lot of trial and error to find out what's working for us and what's not working for us. And I have been through that journey where I had to sort of figure out as to what works for me. And in doing so, I learned Vipassana, I learned different meditation techniques, I learned Reiki, pranic healing, angelic healing, shamanic healing. And I realized that although when I am meditating, I do feel like I'm feeling better, but it was still not helping me get into balance or get into my body fully. And it was only after I started painting and making abstract art specifically, I realized that it was doing something that even meditation was not doing, which is getting me into my body fully, getting me into my awareness fully, and making me feel safe. Now, if you're a sensitive artist or a painter, I encourage you to use that to your benefit, to use that as a coping tool for your sensitivity. Because let's face it, it's a big pro to being a painter, to use it to regulate your emotions. Now, if you are somebody who loves painting, who already enjoys painting, you could encourage yourself to get out of that state of fear and immediately start painting when you feel like you are emotionally overwhelmed. And of course, it might be difficult to carry a big canvas board everywhere you go. So I suggest you keep a small kit, art making kit with a small brush, a small paper even, and some paints that you can use no matter where you are. Now, I know that learning about sensitivity, high sensitivity, and painting can be challenging. It can also be challenging to understand your gifts, to understand your psychic abilities, your intuitive abilities, your abstract art gifts, and your unique sensitivity gifts or high sensitivity gifts, especially if you're doing it by yourself. I would like to invite you to join my space, Expressive Sensitive, which is specifically for highly sensitive painters and abstract artists. If you're looking for a space and for one on one support to understand your highly sensitive gifts, your intuitive gifts, and your painting gifts. I don't teach painting, but I do coach highly sensitive people to learn about their intuitive gifts, their psychic gifts, their creative gifts, and their painting skills. So, if you are interested and if you have been looking for such kind of a support, do visit my website. The link is in the description below, and book a one on one session with me so that we can support you in doing much better in your creative journey and your sensitive journey. Please know that because I am intuitive and psychic and energetically sensitive as well, I channel angels and I would be guiding you with the help of angelic guidance to support you in your journey. Isn't that beautiful that not only would you be getting the support of another highly sensitive painter, but also angels who are divine beings who wish nothing but love and joy and prosperity for us. So, if you are willing to work on yourself consistently for a long time and to understand your gifts and utilize them for your happiness and prosperity, please do join Expressive Sensitive. Of course, there's also a blog that educates individuals about highly sensitive people and the impact of abstract art on sensitive people, which is free to use, but there's also a paid version. There's an art shop in Expressive Sensitive wherein you can buy your favorite emotive and emotionally inspiring abstract artwork. And there's also a course that I've recently come up with for people to understand about high sensitivity and the impact of abstract art on sensitive people, which is very, very important because nobody is talking about it, and many abstract artists could be highly sensitive. Again, I would like to reiterate that when we do not know how to cope with our high sensitivity or our sensitivity gifts, it can become a difficult place to be in. I was in that place a few years ago where I would feel extremely confused, extremely lost because I did not have the coping tools to manage my energy, my emotions, and my sensitivity. But today, it's different. Because I have art, because I have abstract art and more understanding about my gifts, I feel in a much better place. And to be fully honest, I'm still a highly sensitive person, and there are still days when I feel emotionally overwhelmed. But now I know what to do. So, if you want to get from a place of fear to empowerment and not waste years trying to figure it out by yourself and trying to figure out your sensitive gifts, your creative gifts, your psychic, energetic gifts by yourself, and if you don't want to be frustrated and in a state of extreme confusion for a long time, know that you have the support available to you to change your life, and I welcome you to avail that support. To know more, please visit my website, and I hope to see you in Expressive Sensitive. Until then, please keep painting and please take care of yourself. Thank you. If you found this video helpful, by the way, just a last mention, please make sure you like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you in my channel. I know that the more sensitive people support painting and learn about themselves, the world would be a much better place to live in. Thank you. Bye.